Shalom, brothers and sisters. Your brother Yazariala from the Northern Kingdom brings some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. Before we start, we want to give all praise and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Rakakadash. That Yahweh, being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah, or God, or Yah, or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, significantly speaking. And we give double honors to elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways. Give it the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your households. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Lobakar in the Hebrew, the house of David being rebuilt as we speak. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. The date today is June 27 of 2026. The year of apostates, bug outs, agents, Jacob's trouble, the end of the world, and World War III. Things that are happening as we speak. Earthquakes have been shaking up the world. There was a massive 7.5 earthquake in Venezuela, followed by a 7.1, and aftershocks. A lot of people died. Japan, I believe it was a 7.1. They received another one. And in Northern California, in Mendocino County, I think it was a 6.8. Which are, if you've never been in an earthquake, brothers and sisters, those are massive earthquakes. Okay, massive earthquakes. I was born in Southern California, and I've been in many earthquakes. I've been living in parts where there's tornadoes or hurricanes. You can prepare for that stuff. Okay, here comes a tornado. Here's the alarm. You can prepare for that stuff. Go into the cellar, go to the shelter. Boom. You can never prepare for an earthquake. Okay? It can hit you at any time. At any time. You're in the bathroom, doing your business, here's an earthquake. You're asleep, minding your own business, there's an earthquake. You're driving, okay? And an earthquake happens, it is crazy. So it can happen anywhere. But having anything above a 5.0 feels like the world is coming undone. Okay? And these are just me speaking as a man, as somebody that grew up in places where there have been earthquakes. So that sort of tells you it's a horrible experience. But the Lord said that in the last days there will be earthquakes, rumors of wars. So we're getting closer and closer to these prophecies, brothers and sisters. So you know that we've been mentioning these prophecies, and we've been mentioning the Mashiach, we've been mentioning the UAPs, the UFOs, that we are close, because these people are talking about second comings, they're releasing movies about the chariots of Israel, but of course they're going to make a false invasion, is what they're going to promote, right? That they're that aliens are attacking the world, which you know that they're going to try to do something that way. But we also know that the Lord is coming with chariots, as the prophecy says. Okay, but this lesson is going to be about these Amalekites. Okay, these people that are in control of the world. Okay, the people that are in the land of Israel. the people that are calling themselves the Ish people. Okay? These people have been at war with us for a long, long time. Okay? And let me see if I could find. Yeah, so these are all, I want to say in Spanish, but let me look it up. Okay. Let me see if that's it. So here it is. Here's the article. It's on znetwork.com. Farah documents Israel is spying on millions of Christian Americans in their churches. Who's doing this? The little hat people. Okay? The people that are called the Ish people. Okay, and this is as of June 22nd, so that's not long ago. Okay? This came out very shortly. If you're a Christian living in the western United States, you have also almost certainly been targeted with pro-Israel and anti-Palestinian propaganda, paid for directly by the government of Benjamin, not a Jew. Your searches, location, and internet activity is being monitored by Israel. Remember, this is a foreign country that is doing this in another country. Okay? Just put that. If this was Iran invading your prophecy, do you think people would be hearing about this and yelling about this out of every window? And your algorithms and search results across multiple platforms are being manipulated by Israeli government in what is American partners calls the largest geofencing. Okay, so if you don't know what geofencing, that's a very modern term. And targeting Christian digital campaign ever. Okay, the United States knows this is happening, and they are allowing it. Amid a massive drop in support from Christian community, Israel is spending millions of dollars. Why are they spending millions of dollars? Because the men of the Lord out in the highways and byways telling you about these rats. Telling you about the Ish people, the 1948ers. And now people have heard. And they know that these people are not the real Jews. Okay? People know this. People are finding out who the real Jews are and are not believing the lies, so they have to come out with the propaganda. Okay? Amid massive drops in support from Christian community, Israel is spending millions of dollars to target individuals entering churches or Christian colleges with ads, paying pastors. You hear this? Paying pastors with our agents of the government, okay, just so you know this, across the country to promote propaganda and false anti-Palestinian narrative. Every Sunday, documents filled with the United States Foreign Agent Registration Act, FARA, okay? The 86-page disclosure reveals that Israel is recruiting Hollywood celebrities, sports stars to promote the country, and while also manipulating Christian social media feeds, and they're doing it by spying on you through your phone. You hear what that is? They are in control of your phone. They're hearing what you're saying, okay, about your phone. A listening device, okay? Mint Press explores this explosive story largely ignored in corporate media. Remember, this is happening, but nobody's reporting about it because who controls the media? The Ish people. In September, Show Faith by Works, a San Diego-based company led by conservative activist Chad Shitger, we'll just call him Shit, filed a sworn document with the U.S. Department of Justice declaring reveals that Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs was paying Show Faith by Works $4.1 million to carry out a massive covert digital surveillance operation targeting Christian communities across multiple states, including California, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Texas, Utah, and Wyoming. Okay, so this is a nationwide operation by a foreign entity spying on you Americans. Okay? It's out there. It's the truth. The document noted that the students at very Christian colleges and very congregants at every major church in California, Arizona, and Nevada, and Colorado have been spied on through their phones, location data, and targeted with propaganda, extolling Israel's moral superiority and linking the Palestinian population with extremist factions. The campaigns estimate that it has reached well over 8 million Americans, which is small potatoes, but nonetheless it's still happening. But it's showing you this is paid for by the government of not a Jew, and your pastors are. See, look, is your pastor a secret Israeli agent? Yes, he is an agent because they got paid off. Okay? So this is a very interesting article, brothers and sisters. If you haven't read it, American colleges get October 7 experience, okay? So look, they're going to all these Christian colleges, infiltrating, getting your information, manipulating the media. You look up that word geofencing. If you've never looked it up, look up that word. It's very important. It's a very modern term. What's happening with technology. But here you are, Israel spying on you Christians. If you're going to your church, okay, they're getting your information by scanning your phones and all this information. So, is this something new? There's nothing new under the sun, brothers and sisters. These people have been at war with us for a while. Okay, let's see how much of a while. Exodus 17 and 16. For he said, because Yahweh has sworn that Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. And this is the last generation, brothers and sisters. So, of course, we're going to have war with these people one more time. We have to remember the war, what they did to us in the Exodus. This is what this is talking about. That they killed, remember, all the people that were old, that were injured, and they slaughtered them. So there has been war with these people from generation to generation. And this is the last generation that we're in captivity. And these people are taking advantage of that. So one more time, okay, this is going to happen. Let me see what else do I have. If I have anything else on these scumbags. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore, hear the counsel of Yahweh that he has taken against Edom, the red people, and his purpose that he has purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock, and the least of the flock would be these Ish people, shall draw them out. So these Israelis are picking a bone with Iran and Lebanon, but who's going to have to fight the war? The United States. The United States is providing all the weapons for them, but they're also bringing American soldiers in the path of this war. So the least of the flock, which is the Ish people, shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay. Verse 21, the earth is moved as a noise of their fall. The cry and the noise whereof was heard from the Red Sea. Right? Because the time for these people to fall is at hand. These people's kingdom is coming to an end. Here's a good point. Let's start here. Jeremiah 49:17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. These Caucasian people, this time is up. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. Why? Because the United States is going to be the new Sodom and Gomorrah. The place that's going to be used as a monument for wickedness. And the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there. Nobody's ever going to live in the United States ever again. Mystery Babylon is going to be destroyed just like Sodom and Gomorrah. Neither shall the Son of Man dwell in it. So that's the point, brothers and sisters. These people, these Ish people, their time is up. There's nothing they can do about it because all their wickedness has been exposed. Okay? All their wickedness over all these thousands of years is out there for people to see. Okay? Nothing they have done is good. Everything is nothing but wicked, wicked, and wicked. Okay? So these people's time has come to an end. And you're hearing the moaning of the people. Okay? You're hearing that these people, okay, are at a loss. The 13th tribe, right? These people are going to return to their caveman mentality. Okay? The Lord is going to give them that spirit again. But their time to rule is over, and there's nothing they could do about it because the Lord has declared war with Amalek from generation to generation. And this is the last generation, and they're about to lose. Israel is going to be wiped off the face of the planet and then be rebuilt. So brothers and sisters, know what's going on, that these devils are spying on us, but we already knew this. But we have to tell our people what's going on. So repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Barakatham Rekakitash, and he that hath ears let him hear. Shalom.